Hello, thank you for choosing me to listen to this message. I appreciate you. This message is for this reading, and the messages in it are for the full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces at 15 degrees. You can look at that and see where that is in your chart for you, and what house that is. That will give you additional information if you know that. So let's see what energies want to pop out. What messages do we need to know? I feel, all right, I'm pulling this one and I'm pulling this. Oh, all right, I didn't want 3, but 3 came. So the answers you need are coming. So full moon in Gemini, we're talking about full moon energy. You can look at what the house Gemini is in for you. So this may be indicating some sort of news or information that is going to be showing up, bringing the information that you have been looking for. Wow. New moon in Gemini, communication is key. And new moon eclipse, expect powerful change. I'm going to put this one up here. I will put these two right here. So this, to me, with all this Gemini energy, talks about communication, information, some sort of enlightenment in regards to that area. The new moon eclipse will be happening on the 21st of September. So that will be a new moon in Virgo, right? And this is where I feel you're going to see the energy from this full moon lunar eclipse really set the stage for that powerful new moon, right? Bottom of the deck, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Taurus talks about things in the earthly realm. It is an earth sign energy. So to me, this is really talking about the news, the information, the conversations that are going to be taking place. I feel these can be happening now. You will see this before the full moon, or if you are seeing this before the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. This could all be starting to show up in your physical realm right now. I do feel you're going to see this energy playing out over the course of the next 2 weeks very strongly, and literally grounding itself into the physical 3D realm by the time we get to the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo on the 21st of September. Okay, so let's keep going. Expect powerful change. There's communication coming. There's enlightenment coming. The answers you seek are about to be revealed. Eclipse energy definitely is known for all of that, bringing things to the light. First card that's showing up, first quarter moon in Aquarius, trust the universe. So I see a lot of beautiful purple in both of these cards. These are 2 different decks. You can see there are 2 different decks. And I'm feeling a lot of that purple, right? So what you cannot see right now, and you may not see right now, will be very clear and transparent. But during this 2-week time frame, this 2-week period, again, it's going to, over the course of even longer than that 2-week period, it will be taking shape, stabilizing, growing, evolving, all of that sort of energy. Last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. And I feel like this is out of your hands. I feel like this is the universe. I feel like this is divine intervention, bringing clarity, information, some sort of communication that is going to bring something to the light, right? Trust the universe, trust this process, even though I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it's going to be a walk in the park, because I don't feel like that. You notice we have the 2 Aquarius energies side by side. First quarter moon, last quarter moon, reflect on your priorities. So again, it's like this first quarter moon is the beginning, where something starts transforming, where something starts taking place and taking shape. And that can be just bringing clarity, truth, information to a situation, things that were hidden in the dark. We are talking about the Aquarius energy. We've been talking about this for quite some time now, where, we've come out of this Piscean age, but there is still some, things, people, places, and things that are still tethered to that past energy of Pisces. But this is more in talking about embarking on the new way, the new age, the Aquarian way. And that is about authenticity. That is about integrity. That's talking about what's good for everybody, not just, selfishness or self-serving. It's not about any of that. Humanitarianism is part of that Aquarian age. At the bottom of the deck is new moon in Libra. Know that you are loved, and I feel like this is just a beautiful reminder for you to remember that regardless of what this looks like as you're going through this transformation and this transit, you are loved, you are supported, and this is for your greater good. I see so much purple, so I'm feeling really strong downloads through that crown chakra, where there is this enlightenment coming through from the higher realms, really enlightening the way, the path, the movement forward. New moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive, and bottom of the deck is attuned to the divine. New moon in Pisces. This is a full moon in Pisces, but I feel this full moon lunar eclipse is again like bringing forth news, information, clarity, something that assists you in disconnecting from those tethering. It feels like a tethering energy of what is not true, what is not real, what is not for your greater good, right? And regardless, and I said this at the beginning, I don't feel like this is something where you're going to feel a walk in the park. I feel like this is going to be challenging mentally, emotionally, could be physically, financially, whatever this is. But it's giving me that energy of stay the course, stay moving forward, expand your knowledge. This could indicate some sort of higher learning. With the new moon again, which I'm seeing here, and a new moon here as well, attuned to the divine, right? This isn't happening to you, it is happening for you, right? Focus on the good things that are happening, right? Like a lot of times we get caught up in seeing things as a negative situation. Like, say for instance, your company shuts down and your job is gone, right? And you could really fall into a funk as a result of that, not recognizing that this is happening for you, not to you, and you don't necessarily see what lies ahead, which could be a better job, a more freedom or flexibility, whatever it is that you are looking for. I do feel like it's going to show up for you. So it is about being mindful and, weathering the storm and moving through this transformation and this transit of this energy. It is a temporary energy. So again, it will have long-term impacts for you, but the intention of them is for a greater good. So I'm using two decks, and as you can tell by both of these decks, let me show them to you. They're like night and day. And I felt drawn to this deck because I felt like this was going to give me more clarity on the undercurrent, what you don't see, what's happening underneath the surface or behind the scenes. And then this one is like for the other side of that, where you see that light, that shining, that higher vibrational energy. So the first card is the Magician, Major Arcana card. Not only is it a Major Arcana card, but is the first card. There is the 0, which talks about the Fool. We have the 9 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I feel like there has already been like some sort of initiation because I don't see the Fool right now, but the Fool card. But I feel the energy of there's already been an initiation of recognizing it's time to go down a new path, right? The Magician is showing me that the next step is here. It goes from the 0, which is the Fool card, to the 1, which is, that energy of a new beginning, where you have that intention has been set. And now you are manifesting this into your physical reality. And I feel like this reading is going to show, what that path may look like for you. again, take what resonates, release what doesn't. This is a collective reading, so it's not, everything is not going to fit for everyone. Take what resonates with you and move forward. So very nice. 1 to the 2. This talks about growth. This talks about ascension. 2 of Cups is, this can be partnership. This can be a balancing out of situations. This is a coming together, and bottom of the deck is the number 3. So 1, 2, 3. The 3 of Swords talks about heartbreak. So there can be, and I'm not surprised to see that show up on, well, it is on the bottom of the deck, but it's showing something maybe you don't necessarily see. And that talks about a heartbreak, where there can be some sort of heartbreak involved in this transformation in transit. For instance, the heartbreak of losing a job unexpectedly, the falling apart of something that I don't feel was balanced, or it wouldn't be falling apart, and now it's that manifestation taking place and that connection in this. Wow, showing up again, 9 of Pentacles. So this is that energy. 9 of Pentacles talks about earthly possessions. We got the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This looks to me like the energy of manifesting peace and balance in a situation that really solidifies something in your physical realm. For some of you, this is a partnership. For some of you, this is that right job. It's, that right opportunity. Sorry. Being in the right place at the right time. That sort of energy. It feels like divine. There's some divine intervention that is, taking things out of your way in order to place things along your path that are meant to be. So we have the next card that's showing up, and this is the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles talks about something. It is the slowest moving energy in the deck. And the Knight of Pentacles talks about making, or taking methodical steps and directions into something very solid. Bottom of the deck is the 6 of Cups in reverse. The 6 of Cups can often talk about things in the past, and this is clearly what this is representing, because I'm seeing the 7 of Swords in reverse. This is like leaving in the past any sabotaging energies, sneaky, deceptive, manipulative. I'm kind of feeling that 3 of Swords was looking at that kind of energy, where you're leaving these heartbreaking experiences and situations in the past so that you can move forward with the Chariot quite quickly towards the future. Let's pull one more card for this row, and then we'll start going through and looking at some other energies. And there's the Knight of Swords. So although I do feel like whatever this is that is taking place, you have 2 knights back to back here. I do feel whatever this transformation and this shift and change is, bottom of the deck is another knight, and that's a Knight of Cups. So I am seeing something that is like transforming in your physical realm, and it may feel like it's been taking a very long time, like it was never going to manifest into your physical reality, and then all of a sudden, like in the blink of an eye and overnight, it shows up. And I do feel it's a result of whatever this Gemini energy is over here, that sword of truth, the clarity, the information. I'm seeing those 3 knights. So when I look at those, I'm seeing the pentacle, I'm seeing the sword, I'm seeing the cup, right? The only knight that is not showing up right here right now is that Knight of Wands, which can indicate that passion, that drive, the moving of this energy. So I feel like the physical things are coming in, the clarity and the truth are coming in, the alignment with the heart space as far as the connection, the emotions, the feelings, that sort of energy shows up. And then boom, it's like all at once, all 4 knights. Like I said, I don't see the 4th knight out here, but I feel that 4th knight coming. And in bottom of the deck is the Lover's card. So this talks about choices. And I feel like it's choices and aligning. This isn't a relationship for everybody. For some of you, this is. For others of you, this is about aligning something, bringing balance in your life in a certain area. This is that full moon in Pisces, so you can look at where that is for you. Again, it's at 15 degrees. See what house that is for you. Let's keep going. Tell us more about this Magician. 2 cards want to come out for the Magician. And look, abandonment and calm. 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. So I feel this is an energy of overcoming some sort of a conflict or challenge, being spiritually guided to move forward. I do feel in a calm way, like moving towards calmness, moving towards something more nurturing, soothing, like easier on the heart, on the feelings, on the emotions, things like that. I feel is what is happening. And again, this is going to resonate. You'll know how this is, you know, like wherever this area is for you. The 10 of Swords, I feel like this is like, again, we've already seen it show up in the first deck, where I feel moving past these the harshness of experiences from the past, things that brought a lot of conflict, chaos, drama, gone. This is what you are leaving behind. This is what you are manifesting yourself away from. No more of these 10 of Swords, sabotaging energies around you, that sort of energy. 3 of Cups, the reunion I'm seeing. So let's keep going and let's look at this 2 of Cups. Tell us more about what is coming together. What is this 2 of Cups? First card that shows up for the 2 of Cups is the 6 of Pentacles. This is about bringing, you can see right there very clearly, these pentacles are all balanced. It's bringing balance into your physical realm. Restoring balance, because I do feel like at some point that balance was like shook up, dismantled, sabotaged. I feel like there's all of that involved in all of this. I am seeing a lot of pentacles, so I do feel like this is in your physical realm. Again, it can be in relationships, your career, your finances, your resources, but there is something that is coming together that is saying that this balance is about to be restored, not only on the soul level with that heart chakra as well, with your emotions and your feelings, but in your physical realm as well. So next card that comes up for the 2 of Cups is the abundance card, the Queen of the Ocean. This is the Queen of Cups. You've heard me. I'll say it every single time this shows up. Like, the true abundance lies in the genuine sincerity, the generosity of this heart, the spirit of a person's heart. Okay, you don't get to fake vibrations. I know a lot of people wear a mask and they put on a good game and all this, that, and the third thing, but it is not sincere. It is not genuine, and they will always find challenges of having reach that peak pinnacle, that peak abundant level of abundance, right? 9 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, and this talks about anxiety, stress, worry, conflicted mind space. I feel like that is something that is part of that deceptive energy, that energy of the past that is no longer being accepted. It's like, I feel rejected, right? Rejecting that out of your energetic vibration, rejecting that out of your aura, cleansing yourself. You know, you can do that in so many ways. You can take a pink, there's pink Himalayan salt. You can get Epsom salts, soak in a bath. That's a cleansing way to cleanse. Just running your hands underneath water, especially if you have anxiety, will assist you in releasing that anxiety. Water is a soothing energy. So pure water is that water that really attracts the authentic abundance, the abundance that stands the test of time. So let's talk about this 9 of Pentacles. Show us more energy on this 9 of Pentacles. Show us more energy on this 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Next card that comes up is the Chariot. So this is the second time we've seen the Chariot. This talks about moving forward quite quickly. There were 2 other cards that came out. The Moon, Illusion. This is seeing through the fog, seeing the truth of a situation, allowing these feelings and emotions to burst to the surface or come to the surface. And boredom is at the bottom, 4 of Cups. So I feel like it's recognizing, like, this is somebody on an individual level, because that can indicate individual, like on a personal level, on your individual, for you as an individual on your path, on your mission. You're recognizing something that is just, it feels stale and stagnant to me. Maybe you've been in denial about it for a while or something like that, but it is giving me this really strong energy of you cannot, you know, keep neglecting this. You cannot keep ignoring this. You cannot keep suppressing this and living in illusion, living in, you know, and like keeping things buried and hidden. It's time for them to come out, speak that truth, bring light to the situation. For the Knight of Coins, this is the sun. This is Leo energy. It talks about happiness, joy. You can see it on the bottom of the card. Happiness is there. Success. Look, Leo again. The Strength card. Stability, security, standing in your power and making those power moves. I don't feel like in big leaps and bounds. I feel like it's that methodical energy of really plot planning and strategizing and moving forward with that energy. They see the Three of Cups right here, and this is clearly saying a reunion. So there could be something, this could be a reunion of just, again, restoring the balance in your physical realm, your emotional realm, your mental realm. It feels like mind, body, and spirit to me when I'm feeling this. And there is the King of the Ocean. So we did, oh, I'm sorry. Did I see that back here? And I did. The Queen of the Ocean is the Empress energy. So very interesting. I don't know why I called it the Queen of Cups, but it is not the Queen of Cups. It is the Empress energy. And there is that order. This is where things come into alignment. There is that divine partnership, connection. Again, it doesn't always have to be about a relationship. This can be a business partnership, but this is really talking about the alignment in your physical realm, in your physical 3D life that is brought right into check, right into balance, brought stability and security in regards to whatever that is, wherever that is for you, whether it be your money, your resources, your feelings, your mind space, whatever this is. It's very big. It's very powerful when you see those energies showing up like that. So let's pull one more, and bringing forth a lot of peace, joy, and happiness. Because like I said way back, that is where the abundance lies, in that true, authentic state of happiness, joy, bliss, peace. That's where you co-create with the universe to attract that in. When your heart is at peace, when your heart is sincere, that's how you attract it. Second time, there is a Two of Cups out here. This talks about partnership. And then we got the Three of Wands, and this is talking about being motivated. I feel like in order to take action, to move forward, to leave things behind that are not in alignment with whatever that is, that like anything that is not in sync with the alignment of moving forward is going to be removed. That's what's going to be eclipsed out. So I'm just saying what's coming through. Let's look at this nice Knight of Swords. Tell me what this quick moving action, tell me more information about what this looks like. No, didn't want to come out. All right, tell me more about this Knight of Swords, this quick movement that happens quite quick, this sword of truth, the clarity, the information, options. Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, love. This could be options in love. I mean, it's definitely feeling that way for me right now. It doesn't have to be, again, the relationship kind of love. It can be the options in love of career, love of direction to take, love of location you live at. You know, it's like a new beginning that is coming, right? That you are really in alignment with. Your heart chakra is aligned with it. Your physical body, your physical realm is connected to this. There does really show me a big shift and a change. I feel like the news or information that comes in through that Knight of Swords is kind of like a catalyst. And again, I feel this energy is going to be playing out and coming through with this eclipse energy. And look at that Seven of Pentacles, talks about potential. To another two, talk about choice, being at a crossroads, right? And I feel like this is where that discernment is going to really come into play. because the Seven of Pentacles talks about, it says potential, right? It's in what you want to invest your time, energy, and effort into, right? And typically when we see the Seven of Pentacles, it's because we are focused on something, and then we wait to see it grow and evolve, right? And ascend and flourish and be bound, abundant. And I feel this is at a crossroads where you're recognizing maybe something you've invested your time, energy, and effort into has got you stuck. There is no growth. There is no abundance. There is no movement forward. I'm seeing the Page of Pentacles again, opportunity. And I feel underneath that, wow, look, opportunity, right? Where there's opportunity to receive the reward. But I do feel like it's by recognizing, there's a recognition card, what you're investing into, what you're manifesting, how you're manifesting, and if it's manifesting. Like if you've been sitting at this job for 20 years thinking you are going to ultimately make it to the top of that ladder, and you've spent all these years and you have not seen the growth, you could ultimately go into a new place where you could be at the top of the ladder within a year, right? So you recognize you've wasted a lot of time, energy, and effort investing into something that never grew and never ascended and never evolved. And I feel like this crossroad is a really big pivotal point of recognizing what you want to invest your time, energy, and effort into, because you've wasted so much, or you recognize you've wasted so much investing into something that didn't ultimately go above that Seven of Pentacles. It didn't reach that Eight of Pentacles and then grow to the Nine of Pentacles and then the Ten of Pentacles. We do see the 7 and the 9. So I'm feeling with that 8 and that 10 missing, these are telling me, I'm feeling the energy of these saying to me where, I feel like that's where you need to be mindful of what you want to focus and work on. 8 of Pentacles is about working towards something. It's being focused onto co-creating in the physical realm something that ultimately brings you to the 10 of Pentacles. And because I've seen that 9 of Pentacles out here, I feel like you're on that cusp, like you're on that threshold of receiving that. Feels like there's that one pentacle missing, whatever that pentacle represents for you. It can be the right job, the right location, the right person, whatever this is. It feels like that is what is missing. And it's interesting to see the 9 of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles right here, because this Knight of Pentacles comes bearing that Ace of Pentacles, that seed to be planted, watered, nurtured, and allowed to grow. And that Ace of Pentacles, ultimately with that 9 of Pentacles, brings forth the 10 of Pentacles. There's been an imbalance somewhere there. This is kind of like divine intervention, where this is a time for things to go away so that the balance can be restored. Sorry. Wow. That's so weird. Anyhow, I did talk a lot about the throat chakra. I've mentioned this in several readings. I don't cough all day. I'll be on here trying to do these readings, and it's like something's trying to come at my throat chakra. It doesn't matter. This reading's coming out and it will be posted. But I am saying it's going to be a very powerful energy playing through, and anything that's interfering in the balance being restored, that's being done in the dark, is going to be exposed, seen for what it truly is, and balance is being restored. I hope this serves you well. Sending you love and light.